Today we'll be gluing a lower quarter patch panel into place using SEM impact resistant structural adhesive. The plan is to remove the trim, cut the old panel off, glue the new one on, tap the seam down, fill it, prime it, and paint it. When we trim the new panel, we're going to make sure we have 1 inch for gluing. We'll be using a 36 grit fiber resin disc to prepare both mating surfaces. Before gluing it, it's a good idea to clamp it and screw it into place to make sure it fits just right. We'll be using some impact resistant adhesive, and it mixes as you squeeze it out. And we're going to put it on both sides, both mating surfaces, this panel and the original. And the tape just helped me to line up the panel. After I got the glue on, I wouldn't be able to see the screw holes, so the tape helped me line that up. And as you go, you can use this clamp to make sure it's nice and tight when you put the screws in. Here's a few close-up shots of what the panel should look like after it's glued into place. Because it's a lap joint, the patch panel will be a bit tight, but with clamps and a body hammer, you can easily force it to fit. Here's a shot of the front side, and that's pinched tight with screws from the back. And here's what that back side looks like. After allowing the glue to dry overnight, we pulled the screws and ground off any extra glue. And we're going to try to keep the repair under the trim so that you'll never notice it. There are some 1/8 inch holes left, and you can address those however you want. I like to glue in some rivets, as I'm going to tap this seam down anyway and fill it. So I can glue in some rivets, or you can just leave them open like that. Remember, in the 70s, they had holes bigger than this drilled all along the side of the car to pop in clips to hold the trim. The biggest advantage of glue is a watertight seam. After it's tapped down and filled, you'll never have to worry about it again. As you can see by this quarter, that was done the same way about a year ago. I hope you enjoyed this video on gluing a lower quarter patch panel into place, and you stop in again next week as we finish it up. If you did like it, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.